Clowns, goofy, dorks, dweebs, losers, hoes,
I told you.
lames, weirdos, bozos. There's nothing happening. There's nobody who lost a scholarship to some random transgender woman who decided to become transgender solely because she thought it would make her basketball career better. Nobody has ever done that.
So you're saying it's a non-issue. In a nutshell, that's what you're saying. This is a non-issue.
It is a non-issue.
So why did they just have a whole
And
meeting
you're
about it,
demonstrating
Chef?
that they had a meeting about these two niggas.
When Gabby Williams
It's not.
said what she said, that was not regarding these two
wasn't
niggas.
really
That was
somebody-
before that.
And you don't give a fuck about them, nor do you give a fuck about the women you are claiming you're protecting. Because these are commonly conversations had from the same people who will tell you how proud they were to have never watched a WNBA game until Caitlin Clark showed
You flatline, make a master plan, watch it backfire. Burn it all down and collect the ashes. Build it back, respect your passion.
Royce White, well, I haven't heard that name in ages, and Enes Kanter. Y'all might see a different side of Chev on this topic here, but I haven't looked the most into it, but from what I have seen, it seems like they are trying to make a point of not allowing transgender men play in the W, and they're making themselves available.
Transgender women,
I'm
because
sorry.
transgender men revert to someone who transitioned to being male. Transgender woman.
So
reverts to
the
someone
term
who
is
transitioned.
transgender women.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the phrase that comes after transgender is always the result. It's always the after transition, not the before.
Okay. So trans
Yeah.
women.
Clowns, goofy, dorks, dweebs, losers, hoes,
I told you.
lames, weirdos, bozos. Can someone name the transgender woman who's trying to play in the WNBA?
Well, there's a
No,
there's a
because there
hold
isn't
on.
one.
I'm the host. I gotta play devil's advocate. There's not
Go for it.
a trans woman trying to play in the W, but apparently there is a trans woman being questioned about playing in the W who is overseas right now. And that is where I believe the conversation sparked from. And then they came out of nowhere like, okay, well, if you're going to allow that type of spit, then, okay, like
I'm going to do one of the dumbest stunts I've ever seen in my life. Y'all notice how this is bum behavior? Y'all notice that, like, no one who can get a job in the NBA is trying to do this? You notice how this is just y'all? You ever look around and realize, like, ain't no real niggas in the room nowhere? And, like, you ever think to yourself that you might be in the wrong room? Royce O'Neal has made a career, not a
Royce White.
matter of fact, has
Royce
made a
White.
life, not a
Don't
career,
do
but
O'Neal like don't do no
but a
my
life.
guy O'Neal like that. He at home chilling with
But a life.
he at home chilling with Paige Heard, my nigga. Don't drag my nigga into this. Sorry.
But a life out of being a hoe has made a life out of it, not a career, but a life. I don't know why you choose to spend all of your days like this. Honestly, there are better ways to spend your time, but there are zero people.
So you're saying it's a non-issue. In a nutshell, that's what you're saying. This is a non-issue.
It is a non-issue.
So why did they just have a whole
And
meeting
you're
about it,
demonstrating
Chef?
that the issue. They had a meeting about these two niggas. That's what they was. They are creating the. You know what's weird? Enes Kanter and Royce O'Neal talking about playing the W.
Why are you still calling
Who
this
are you
nigga
talking
Royce
about?
O'Neal? Hold on. Stop
Nobody.
disrespecting. Hold
It's
on.
you two.
Stop
You're the
disrespecting Royce
problem.
O'Neal. It's Royce White. Leave Royce
No.
O'Neal alone. It's two different players, nigga. But
I'm
continue.
weak. I'm wrong. My
I
fault.
told you, O'Neal is chilling with Paige Heard, and you keep trying to drag him into
Royce
this.
White. Oh my God. Royce White. Royce O'Neal. I just want to say I apologize. It ain't. It ain't you, bro. It's Royce White. I have
Damn.
my Royces mixed up. Look, bro, I grew up poor. I wouldn't know Royce if I saw one, bro. That's my fault. That's on me. You know what I'm saying,
Hey,
twin?
this nigga is burnt, bro.
You ain't do nothing to nobody, man. I ain't mean no disrespect. Just take everything I just said about you, just package it up. You know what I'm saying? Throw a stamp on there and send that
That
joint to
nigga
Royce
said
White.
I
That's his
grew up
problem. That's
poor.
his
I ain't know what a
disrespect.
Royce
Royce
looked
White,
like.
you spent your entire life being a hoe. I need you to pick a better way to fill out the rest of your days before you are going. Please, please do that. Royce O'Neal, you ain't do nothing to nobody, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Family, homie, dog, pimp, whatever,
Absolutely.
whatever they say where you from, bro. I don't even say cuz like that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever
They be
work for
they be
you.
saying that in Atlanta, right?
He's Royce. This
But
is
like
Royce.
not.
This is Royce. On
Uh,
occasion. On occasion. Like everybody's
I heard that's
cuz of
I
is
heard that's
very
like South lingo saying cuz now, but
you know what
not
I'm saying?
not in that
Twin
type
and
of.
cuz of. But look, son, dog, pimp, my guy, gangster, all the terms. Royce White, you need better ways to spend your time than pretending to be a politician
But
and
hold on, hold on,
lifting
hold on,
pretty white people jobs.
hold on, Chef. I got a little bit of
All
pushback.
right.
A little bit of pushback.
It's not a real issue.
When Gabby Williams
It's not.
said what she said, that was not regarding
It
these two
wasn't a real
niggas.
issue
That was
then either.
before that, wasn't it? Because they were talking about
When
the
when Sophie
possibility.
Cunningham opened her mouth either. It wasn't a real issue then.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like that,
Oh my
it wasn't
God, the immigrants are taking our jobs. Oh my God, the black men are running into town and raping all the white women. Oh my God, the poor people, they're looting and destroying our cities. Oh my, stop making shit up to fuck with marginalized people because you're bored and weird. There's nothing happening. There's nobody who lost a scholarship to some to some random transgender woman who decided to become transgender solely because she thought it would make her basketball career better. Nobody has ever done that. Nobody has
Juana
become a
Man,
transgender
Juana
woman
Man.
just for the sake of walking into your bathroom. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's a made up issue. It's not real. You, Royce White, and you, Enes Kanter, are the only people who have suggested that it made any type of sense to change your gender to play basketball. Nobody else is doing it. You're making up, nigga, you're looking for you. You're the you you're searching for. There's no one else.
For those of y'all talking about Enes Kanter gonna average 103 a game, like let's remember this is still Enes Kanter we talking. Stop it.
He's
But
not
that's
getting
what.
drafted. I'm gonna tell you exactly how this is gonna go. Y'all gonna carry this weird ass grift, and it is a grift because y'all don't give a fuck about women, especially you, Royce White. You don't give a fuck about women. Let's be honest. Y'all gonna carry this weird ass grift until draft night. No one's gonna pick you
hmm
because, duh, you may sue. You may try to levy a weak ass lawsuit.
You're
That
not
might
gonna sue.
happen. You're gonna complain. You're gonna talk about the rule that isn't impacting you at all. And then you're gonna go back to being losers. You're gonna go back to being irrelevant. You're gonna go back to not mattering after all the people you are tap dancing for show you just how little of a fuck they give about you when this grift is over.
I don't think they're gonna sue. I think what they're gonna do is say, I think they're trying to set a precedent of if they don't draft us,
I don't
then
think either of
you
them
for
can spell
sure.
precedent. I don't think these are bright men. I don't. I don't think these are bright men. I don't think these are bright men.
I think they feel like they're championing like if they don't draft us, then that means they're not gonna draft
Why would you
a,
put
a
why would you put
trans.
Royce and Champion together? Why would you put Royce White and Champion anywhere? Why would you put Enes Kanter next to
isn't
Champion? I
isn't
don't champion things.
isn't Royce the same nigga who was scared to fly, and that's why he's not in the league, if I remember correctly? I think that's the only reason he didn't
I wouldn't be
stay in the
surprised if the
league
man was
long,
scared.
because he was scared to fly. So yeah, I don't know. So it's like, how would that work anyway? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I get what you're saying, Chef. You're saying like You don't think this is an issue, and people are using this just to spit on marginalized people even more for something that doesn't exist.
Yes.
That's what you're saying, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you
So
think
y'all find me the
now I got a
transgender
question for
who's
you. All
doing
right.
360 dunks and averaging 50 points a game, like who she is.
I gotta follow.
Where's
I
she
gotta
at?
follow. I gotta follow it. Do you honestly believe there's zero chance they let someone who's biologically a male in the W at some point? Do you think that?
Yep.
Do you think there's zero chance of that
Yep. I
happening?
think there's 0 chance of that. I think that
Okay,
is a 0% chance. I think there's a
fair
zero
enough.
percent chance that happens.
Fair enough. So I guess if that happens, we'll
I'm,
revisit this
I'm,
conversation.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see this. I'm waiting to see the trans Zion. Who you talking about? Because I don't see it. Who's this person? I don't see the where are they? Like where's the highlight tape of this player y'all are worried about coming to destroy the W? And like I don't think it's Royce White because Royce White don't got highlights. Like so who's this
Right.
who's this person? Where are they? They'd be coming by now, right?
And Kanter was trash his damn self while we at it. I always said that nigga was trash. I didn't care about them empty double
And like, you
stats
know
he
what?
had.
Y'all so dead ass. Do it. Transition. Go ahead. Go all the way. Do it. If you serious about it, go for it. Do it.
And then what?
Don't just sit in front of a microphone and be like, I don't. No. Go ahead. Cause go ahead. Complete. Go all the way. Please.
And you know what I think helped fuel this debate in the first place was old girl from the Olympics a couple years ago. And everybody was arguing something that I thought was very idiotic and saying, you know, because the girl got hit in the face and then she tried to say, oh, I've never got hit that hard in my life and tried to like do this whole performative thing of like, you know, this person used to be a male and now they're women when really all it was her testosterone was high. So then a bunch of
Which
people
can
started
happen.
fighting something that they weren't even educated on. I had a lot of people I had to argue with. I'm like, bro, if anything, y'all are enforcing something that I'm against in the first place, and I think is actually against black people, especially Africans, because they have a rule about testosterone of how high it can be or not.
Yeah.
And so now you're
I've heard
telling
that too.
actual women they can't compete. You guys are actually helping force that versus what you think that you're helping right now. And I think that kind of started this whole trend of
You
what we
ever heard
got.
a doctor? You ever heard an actual doctor in any of these arguments?
No.
There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that.
But I'm still not a fan of that rule. I'm not a fan of that rule. I'm not.
Because it's stupid.
Because you're telling, because we know in general, our genetics are made up a little differently. So a lot of those African girls, they do have higher testosterone a lot of the
There
time. It's
are
like now you're
people
telling them they have to
who
lower that in
exist.
order to compete in a sport
Just
that they're.
have high testosterone levels. There are people who were born literally intersex. There are people who are born all types of ways. And you don't give a fuck about them, nor do you give a fuck about the women you are claiming you're protecting. Because these are commonly conversations had from the same people who will tell you how proud they were to have never watched a WNBA game until Caitlin Clark
Facts.
appeared in the ether.
And they still don't watch
Y'all don't give a
W
damn.
games. They watch the
Y'all don't give
highlights.
a damn, bro. So don't come get in their way now. Don't come get. Anybody ask you for? No one asked you to save them from this. I
So,
promise no one did.
so your final analysis: Royce White and Enes Kanter are losers.
Good man who deserves to live a good life. And I apologize for the name slip, brother. You ain't do nothing to nobody. My fault.
Shout out Royce. I think he
You
get
wanna say his
married. I
name?
think he get married this summer too, if he didn't already.
I know Rome like the clip. JC like the clip, man.
Hey man,
Congrats on that.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like how I used to work. I
That's
used to
fine.
work reality shows. I used to work some reality shows, right? And one of the biggest things that the reality stars would get mad at is like, or the biggest thing I would hear them say a lot, oh, they're making me look a certain way. They're painting it to have me fit a certain
Mhm.
narrative in a certain way. And what I used to tell some of them behind closed doors, they can't clip what you don't say. They can't make look at like there's nothing to edit. They can't
Facts.
edit what you don't say. So you just have to be more careful of what you're saying with them. And that is all. Dejanay Carrington.
Yeah, I just want to make sure y'all have if y'all have clips of me being disrespectful to Enes Kanter and Royce White, I did that. I did that.
I did. That's
You
it.
said I said that. I did. I don't respect
Zero respect.
you. I don't like. I'm sorry. I'm not actually. Ooh, I lied. I was. I'm not sorry. All right.
Flatline, make a master plan, watch it backfire. Burn it all down and collect the ashes. Build it back, respect your passion.